Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier lately? Maybe stairs are more challenging than they used to be, or standing too long leaves you stiff and sore. Most people blame aging, and sure, time plays a role, but what if the real reason for your weakness is hiding right in your kitchen cabinet? Or worse, inside that daily supplement you thought was keeping you strong? Millions of Americans over 60 are unknowingly sabotaging their own strength with healthy habits. Shocking as it sounds, 2 common vitamins, yes, the same ones you've probably been told to take, could be silently draining your muscle power, harming your joints, and making it harder to stay mobile. Even more surprising, these vitamins aren't coming from junk food or some sketchy pill off the internet. They're in everyday products, pharmacy aisles, and even doctors' recommendations. This isn't about fear, it's about facts, scientific insights into how the aging body handles nutrients differently. And once you understand the why, you'll be able to protect your legs, your independence, and your quality of life. So if you've been doing everything right but still feel weaker, don't miss what's coming next, because the truth might just flip everything you thought you knew about aging and health. The 300 unexpected health foods that harm your legs. Most people over 60 don't realize that the road to muscle weakness and joint pain often begins not with illness or injury, but with their plate. That's right, the very foods many of us have trusted for comfort, convenience, or even supposed health benefits may be silently undermining our ability to stay strong, balanced, and mobile. Let's explore 3 surprising culprits. 1. Sweets and sugary desserts. We've all grown up associating desserts with comfort and joy. But after 60, sugar becomes far more than just empty calories. It turns into a direct threat to your legs, joints, and muscles. When you consume refined sugar, it causes your blood glucose levels to spike rapidly. This creates a surge in insulin, followed by a sharp drop. These sudden changes drain your muscle energy reserves, making it harder for your legs to perform even simple tasks like walking or climbing stairs. Over time, this leads to chronic muscle fatigue and loss of strength. More concerning is sugar's powerful link to systemic inflammation. Elevated blood sugar triggers inflammatory responses throughout the body, especially in your joints and soft tissues. This type of low-grade inflammation accelerates conditions like arthritis and contributes to persistent joint pain and muscle pain. Many seniors who suffer from stiffness or discomfort in their legs are actually experiencing the long-term effects of dietary sugar, not aging. Excess sugar also promotes weight gain. For every pound you add, your lower body, especially your knees, hips, and ankles, takes on more strain. The result? Greater wear and tear, higher risk of arthritis flare-ups, and less mobility. For seniors already facing age muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, this added weight only accelerates decline. And here's something few people know. Sugar damages circulation. Poor blood flow to the legs reduces oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscles, impairing their ability to recover and stay strong. Combined with a lack of essential nutrients like magnesium and protein, often missing in sugary foods, this creates a recipe for weakness. Processed desserts are especially dangerous. Loaded with artificial colors and preservatives, they further disrupt your body's delicate balance, amplifying inflammation and eroding muscle function. That slice of pie or chocolate bar might feel like a harmless treat, but over time it can slowly rob you of your independence. In a fix, you don't need to eliminate sweetness altogether. Swap refined sugar for natural alternatives like fresh fruit with cinnamon, dark chocolate with 85% cocoa, or homemade treats made with oats and honey. Your taste buds and your legs will thank you. 2. Fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, donuts, crispy, salty, and oh so satisfying. But for those over 60, fried foods are a hidden danger. They're packed with trans fats and saturated fats, which not only clog your arteries, but also ignite inflammation in your muscles and joints. Trans fats are known to increase bad LDL cholesterol and lower good HDL cholesterol. This imbalance hampers circulation, restricting the delivery of oxygen to your leg muscles. As a result, your legs feel sore, stiff, or unusually heavy, especially after meals high in fried food. What's more, poor circulation impairs your body's natural ability to repair tissue and fight inflammation. Seniors who frequently eat fried foods report higher rates of joint pain, arthritis symptoms, and chronic muscle pain. That post-meal sluggishness or soreness, it's not just in your head, it's a physiological response to dietary fat overload. Beyond circulation, fried foods are also calorically dense and nutrient poor. That means you're eating foods that offer little to no protein, magnesium, or anti-inflammatory compounds, nutrients that are critical to maintaining muscle strength and joint health as you age. Studies have even linked high intake of fried foods with increased risk of osteoarthritis and leg instability. The additional burden of body fat combined with internal inflammation sets the stage for injuries and falls, two major threats to aging adults trying to maintain independence. To protect your legs, consider healthier cooking methods like baking, steaming, or grilling. And if you crave the crunch, try using an air fryer with minimal oil, or coat vegetables with olive oil and roast them for a crispy finish. You can still enjoy satisfying textures just without the health cost. And 3. White bread. White bread may seem harmless, after all it's been a breakfast staple for decades, but this seemingly innocent food is a wolf in sheep's clothing, particularly for aging legs and muscles. Made from refined flour, white bread is stripped of fiber and essential nutrients. What's left is a fast-digesting carbohydrate that spikes your blood sugar, then drops it. These swings disrupt your muscle energy supply, causing fatigue and decreased muscle performance. Over time, the lack of steady glucose and nutrient support weakens leg muscles. Many seniors with recurring leg pain or instability are unknowingly sabotaging their health with daily toast or sandwiches made with white bread. But the issues don't stop there. A high glycemic diet, like one filled with white bread, promotes insulin resistance. This condition is linked to muscle pain, weight gain, and increased fat accumulation around the abdomen and thighs. That added weight presses on the knees and hips, accelerating wear and reducing mobility. White bread is also notoriously low in protein, calcium, and magnesium, nutrients vital for muscle repair and joint health. As muscle mass naturally declines with age, this type of nutrient-poor food speeds up deterioration. Thankfully, there are better options. Whole grain breads made from sprouted grains, oats, flaxseed, or rye provide slow-burning energy, support digestion, and stabilize blood sugar. Paired with protein-rich toppings like avocado or eggs, these breads fuel your muscles instead of draining them. The two vitamins you trust that are weekending you. It may come as a shock, but two of the most trusted vitamins, often found in multivitamins, fortified foods, and even doctor-approved supplements, may be silently sabotaging your muscle strength and leg health after age 60. Let's be clear, these vitamins are essential in small amounts. They're crucial to many bodily processes, but like most things in life, too much of a good thing can backfire. And when it comes to aging muscles and joints, the damage can be far more serious than most people realize. 1. Vitamin A, the hidden muscle disruptor. Vitamin A is widely known for supporting vision, immunity, and skin health. You'll find it in everything from liver and eggs to carrots and fortified cereals. But here's the catch. While small, natural doses from food are generally safe, high-dose vitamin A supplements can quietly damage your leg muscles and joints, especially in older adults. Why? I hope of some fashion, as we age, our liver becomes less efficient at processing fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, which are flushed out easily, excess vitamin A builds up in the liver and fatty tissues. This condition, called hypervitaminosis A, is surprisingly common among seniors who take multiple supplements or fortified products without monitoring dosage. One of the earliest signs of vitamin A toxicity is muscle pain and weakness, particularly in the legs and lower back. Many seniors confuse this discomfort with arthritis or age decline, but the truth is that vitamin A overload can inflame muscles and cause chronic fatigue in the limbs. Worse yet, excess vitamin A interferes with your body's absorption of two minerals that are vital for muscle and bone function, magnesium and calcium. Without enough of these minerals, your muscles can't contract or relax properly, leading to spasms, cramps, and reduced strength, especially in the large muscle groups of the thighs and calves. Vitamin A overload also contributes to bone demineralization, particularly in the hips and legs, making fractures more likely. In those with osteopenia or osteoporosis, this risk skyrockets. What starts as mild discomfort climbing stairs can quickly escalate to dangerous falls or hip breaks, potentially altering a senior's quality of life forever. Signs of trouble often include lead to a bow, rising from your chair, increased leg stiffness after sitting, a heavy dragging feeling in the thighs. If you're taking a multivitamin, a skin supplement, or eating a lot of fortified cereals and dairy, you could easily be getting more vitamin A than your body needs or can safely process, especially after age 60. That's pretty cool. To check your labels. Look for retinol palmitate or retinol, the synthetic forms of vitamin A most likely to cause buildup. Avoid megadoses. The upper safe limit for adults is 3,000 mg RAE, 10 IU per day, but many supplements exceed this. Focus on beta-carotene from foods, carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens provide vitamin A in a safer plant-based form that your body can regulate. 2. Vitamin D, the double-edged sword. Vitamin D has become a superstar in recent years, praised for everything from boosting immunity to strengthening bones. And it's true, adequate vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium and supports a healthy immune system. But what's less known is that too much vitamin D can actually impair mobility and damage leg muscles, especially in older adults. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning the body stores what it doesn't use. In seniors, slower kidney and liver function means these reserves can build up more easily, tipping into toxicity, particularly if you're combining supplements with fortified foods like milk, orange juice, or breakfast bars. The result? A condition called hypovitaminosis D, which can cause high blood calcium levels, hypercalcemia, leg cramps, and muscle pain, stiffness, especially in the knees and thighs, numbness, tingling, or poor motor control. Hypercalcemia interferes with the electrical signals that control muscle movement, making your legs feel clumsy, fatigued, or out of sync. In severe cases, it can affect the nerves directly, leading to tremors or twitching in the legs and feet. But that's not all. One of the lesser-known side effects of vitamin D excess is calcification of soft tissues, meaning that calcium begins depositing in places it shouldn't, like muscles, tendons, and even arteries. When this happens in your legs, it can lead to reduced flexibility, increased inflammation, and impaired blood flow, all of which make walking, climbing, or standing more difficult. Worse yet, high vitamin D levels can strain the kidneys, which are already under pressure in aging bodies. Poor kidney function affects how well you process electrolytes and regulate inflammation, both of which are essential for strong, pain-free leg muscles. And here's the real problem. Many seniors take vitamin D in high doses year-round without testing their blood levels. They may be following outdated advice or simply doubling up on bone health products, thinking more is better, but more is not always better, especially with vitamin D. How to stay safe? Ask your doctor for a 25 OHD blood test before supplementing. Ideal levels are between 30, 50 ml/ml, not higher. Be cautious of high-dose supplements above 2,000 IU per day, unless specifically prescribed. The vitamin D naturally through moderate sun exposure, mushrooms, egg yolks, and fatty fish, like salmon and sardines. Final thought on these two vitamins. You've probably been told your whole life that vitamins are harmless, that more is better, that they're a form of health insurance. But here's the truth. Vitamins aren't candy. Especially for adults over 60, the way your body processes nutrients changes dramatically. What once gave you energy and strength in your 30s might now be weakening your legs, inflaming your joints, and increasing your risk of falls, fractures, and frailty. The most dangerous part? You might never suspect vitamins. You trust them, you take them daily, but it's the silent, cumulative effect, week after week, month after month, that slowly erodes your strength. This isn't to say you should avoid vitamins altogether, far from it, but you must respect dosage, test your levels, and understand how aging shifts your nutritional needs. Now that you know the hidden risks of excess vitamin A and vitamin D, you can take steps to correct course. Because leg strength isn't just about exercise, it's about every choice you make every day, including the pills you pop and the foods you eat. The biology behind it, why seniors react differently, 800 words. Understanding why your legs feel weaker, your balance shifts, or your joints ache more as you age isn't just about diet, it's about biology. The truth is, your body in your 60s and beyond isn't the same machine it was in your 30s or 40s. Even if you eat well and exercise, your internal systems change. And those changes affect how your body processes vitamins, food, and inflammation, especially in your legs. The aging liver and kidney, silent game changers. Let's start with your liver and kidneys. These two organs act as filters, processing everything from food and supplements to medications and environmental toxins. But as we age, their efficiency declines, often without any noticeable symptoms. Your liver becomes slower at breaking down fat-soluble vitamins like A and D. That means these nutrients stay in your system longer, accumulating quietly. The result? Higher risk of toxicity, inflammation, and nutrient imbalances, especially in your muscles and bones. Your kidneys also play a crucial role in filtering excess calcium, regulating electrolytes, and maintaining fluid balance. When kidney function slows down, calcium can build up in soft tissues like muscles and tendons. This can cause stiffness in your legs, restricted movement, and in severe cases, pain that mimics arthritis or nerve damage. When a senior over 60 takes high-dose vitamins or eats overly processed foods, it's not just a dietary choice, it's a metabolic stress test that their aging organs may fail. Slower muscle regeneration. One of the most critical biological shifts after 60 is a slower rate of muscle regeneration. When you were younger, your body could recover from a workout or injury in days. Now, it may take weeks. This is due in part to reduced levels of anabolic hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, both essential for building and maintaining muscle. Combined with lower levels of physical activity, the result is a steady loss of muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. Sarcopenia doesn't just make your legs look thinner. It reducing the walking speed, increases your risk of falling, makes everyday activities like climbing stairs or getting out of bed more difficult. Even worse, sarcopenia is accelerated by poor nutrition. If your body lacks the protein, magnesium, or vitamin B12 it needs, and instead receives excessive sugar, unhealthy fats, or the wrong kind of vitamins, it speeds up muscle breakdown. This is why seemingly small choices, like reaching for white bread or taking an unnecessary supplement, matter more than ever in later life. Inflammation gets stickier with age. Inflammation is your body's natural defense system. When you scrape your knee or fight off a cold, your immune system responds with inflammation to heal the area. But in older adults, inflammation tends to become chronic. It's no longer about fighting off a threat. It's a low, ongoing burn that harms rather than helps. Scientists call this inflaming, and it's one of the leading causes of leg muscle pain, joint stiffness, and chronic fatigue in older adults. What fuels inflammation? Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, high sugar, high fat diets, overuse of synthetic supplements, lack of movement or exercise, gut microbiome imbalances. Inflammation especially affects joints and muscles in the legs, leading to reduced flexibility, reduced endurance, and more frequent pain during everyday movement. It's one of the reasons arthritis worsens with age, even when you're doing everything right. Nutrient absorption changes. Here's something most people don't realize. As you age, your ability to absorb nutrients from food declines. Your stomach produces less acid, which is essential for breaking down food and unlocking nutrients like calcium, vitamin B12, and iron. Your intestines also become less efficient at absorbing micronutrients. That means even if you're eating the same healthy foods you always have, your body may be extracting less nutrition from them. On top of that, if you're taking medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or digestion, common for people over 60, those drugs can interfere with nutrient absorption even further. For example, antacids and proton pump inhibitors reduce magnesium and B12 absorption. Diuretics can deplete potassium and sodium. Statins may reduce levels of CoQ10, important for energy metabolism. The result is a compounding effect, weaker absorption, fewer available nutrients, and increased muscle fatigue, particularly in large muscles like those in the thighs and calves, which are responsible for standing, walking, and balance. The brain-leg connection. One of the most overlooked aspects of leg weakness in seniors is the connection between neurology and mobility. Your brain controls your ability to walk, balance, and react to changes in terrain or posture. But as you age, the nerves that connect your brain to your legs begin to lose efficiency. Combine this with vitamin imbalances like low B12 or excess vitamin D, and you start seeing delayed reflexes, numbness, and reduced proprioception, your awareness of your body in space. These changes aren't always noticeable right away, but over time, they can mean the difference between confidently climbing stairs and needing assistance. That's why maintaining neurological health through proper diet, movement, and supplementation is critical to protecting leg strength. Why this all matters. This isn't just a science lesson, it's a wake-up call. Seniors aren't metabolically the same as they were in their 40s. Every system, from digestion to circulation to hormone balance, has shifted. And that means your nutritional approach must shift too. The same vitamin that helped you stay strong at 35 could be draining you at 65. The food that gave you energy last decade may now be fueling inflammation. And the supplement you trusted for bone support might be pushing you closer to muscle fatigue. You don't need to stop taking care of your health. You need to start doing it differently. By understanding these biological changes, you can make smarter, safer decisions. You can protect your legs, preserve your independence, and stay active well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The real fix, what to do instead. Now that you understand the hidden dangers of excessive vitamins and age-sensitive foods, you're probably wondering, what's the right move from here? The good news is, rebuilding strength and preventing further leg deterioration isn't about drastic diets or quitting all your favorite things. It's about making smart, simple changes that respect your body's new biology. Let's explore what you can start doing today to reverse the damage, regain your energy, and walk confidently into your later years. Step 1. Test before you take. The first and most powerful step, stop guessing, start testing. Before popping another supplement or sticking to a multivitamin routine, just to be safe, request a basic blood panel from your doctor. Ask specifically for vitamin A, retinol, vitamin D, magnesium, B12, calcium levels. These are the nutrients most commonly imbalanced in older adults. Too much is just as harmful as too little, and both can cause leg weakness, joint stiffness, or muscle cramps. By knowing your actual levels, you can tailor your nutrition to your needs. No more one-size-fits-all pills. Step 2. Ditch the high-dose supplements. Once your test results are in, reconsider the high-potency supplements crowding your bathroom cabinet. Most seniors don't need mega doses of anything. Unless you have a confirmed deficiency, stick to multivitamins formulated for 60-plus adults, low-dose balanced. Calcium/magnesium blends with vitamin K2 for bone and joint support. Omega-3 fatty acids from food or low-mercury fish oil. Natural forms of B12 if you're on acid-reducing medications. More is not better. And remember, fat-soluble vitamins like A and D accumulate. Once stored, they don't just disappear, they linger. And that's when the trouble starts. Step 3. Fuel your muscles the smart way. If you want to prevent muscle loss, reduce joint pain, and stay mobile, you must feed your muscles properly, especially in your legs. Here's how. Prioritize protein. Aim for 20-30 grams of protein per meal from diverse sources. Eggs, beans and lentils, chicken, turkey or fish, Greek yogurt, the cottage cheese. Protein-rich plant options like quinoa or tofu. Protein helps your body repair muscle, especially after walking or resistance training. Without it, you're essentially asking your body to build without bricks. Embrace magnesium-rich feeds. Magnesium supports muscle function, nerve communication, and energy production. Top choices include spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, avocados, white beans. If you often get leg cramps or restless legs at night, magnesium may be the missing piece. Step 4. Eat anti-inflammatory, not anti-flavory. One of the best ways to protect your joints and leg muscles is to reduce systemic inflammation. Fortunately, you don't need to give up flavor to do it. Replace common inflammatory foods like fried items, processed cheese, and white bread with whole food alternatives. Swap white rice for quinoa or brown rice. Trade white bread for sprouted grain or rye bread. Use avocado or olive oil instead of margarine or butter. Choose fresh berries over packaged dessert. Snack on walnuts or pistachios instead of chips. Add in spices like turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon, all of which reduce joint inflammation and support circulation, especially important for your lower limbs. Step 5. Hydration equals muscle circulation. Water may seem like a basic health tip, but for seniors, hydration is muscle insurance. Your muscles, especially in the legs, are over 70% water. Without enough fluid, they contract inefficiently, recover slowly, and become prone to cramping. Dehydration also thickens your blood, reducing circulation to your extremities. Try these habits. Start your day with a full glass of water before coffee. Infuse water with lemon, cucumber, or mint for taste. Eat water-rich fruits like melon and cucumber. Set reminders to sip throughout the day. Avoid relying on thirst alone. It becomes a weaker signal with age. Step 6. Move daily, even if it's light. Muscles don't strengthen from supplements alone. They need resistance. Even a little movement helps maintain joint flexibility, build muscle fibers, and stimulate circulation. Here are easy daily exercises that target leg health. Seated leg lifts. Strengthen quads without standing. Toe raises that improve balance and ankle strength. More sits. Build endurance and stability in thighs. Gentle yoga. Loosens stiff joints and strengthens core. Walking in place. Enhances circulation and balance. Aim for at least 50 minutes of leg side movement daily. Consistency beats intensity when it comes to aging bodies. Step 7. Rebuild gut health. Your gut plays a major role in nutrient absorption and inflammation regulation. Over time, and with repeated medication use, it can become less effective. To restore gut balance. Eat fermented foods like kefir, yogurt, kimchi, or sauerkraut. Include prebiotic fibers from garlic, onions, bananas, and oats. Avoid excessive sugar and artificial sweeteners that disrupt gut flora. You need to get your Valtine good. A healthy gut helps you better absorb calcium, magnesium, and B12, all crucial for strong legs and energy. Step 8. Rethink your health mindset. Many older adults fall into the trap of thinking this pain is just part of aging, but that's not entirely true. Yes, your body changes, but suffering is not inevitable. When you understand the real reasons behind leg weakness, arthritis flares, and muscle pain, you gain power. You stop accepting fatigue and discomfort as normal and start addressing them at the root. You learn to optimize, not overcompensate. You shift from passive aging to proactive longevity. Rebuilding strength and protecting your legs isn't about eliminating everything or living in fear. It's about tuning into your body, adjusting for the changes that come with age, and making purposeful choices every single day. These to steps, testing your nutrients, feeding your muscles wisely, moving often, and reducing inflammation can help you walk stronger, climb stairs with confidence, and live independently for years to come. It's not about chasing youth, it's about owning your health, your energy, and your future. The shocking twist, the real cause you didn't see coming. By now, you've learned that certain foods and vitamins can silently sabotage your strength. But what if the real problem isn't the food, the supplements, or even aging itself? What if the real culprit is how we're treating an aging body like a young one? Here's the truth most people never hear. The very habits we once believed were healthy are now misaligned with what our older bodies actually need. That's the twist. It's not that vitamin A and D are bad, or that white bread or fried food were always the enemy. It's that your body has changed, but your habits haven't caught up. In your 30s or 40s, your metabolism burns through nutrients fast, your liver and kidneys filtered efficiently, your muscles recovered in days. You could get away with excess sugar, processed snacks, or skipping a few workouts. But after 60, every system slows down, becomes more sensitive to what you put in it. And yet, you've likely kept the same multivitamin, the same hot, healthy snacks, the same routines built for a younger body. And this is where the real danger lies. When you treat an aging body with youthful strategies, you unknowingly overload it. You pile on supplements it can't process. You eat foods your gut can't absorb. You push through pain thinking it's normal when it's actually a red flag. That's how independence erodes, not because of age alone, but because of outdated strategies used on a body that no longer responds the same way. Let that sink in. The supplements weren't designed with 70-year-old kidneys in mind. The foods weren't tailored to match slower digestion, weakened circulation, or sarcopenia. And no one ever told you that more vitamins could quietly lead to more inflammation, more stiffness, more fatigue. It's not just a nutritional mismatch, it's a misunderstanding of how aging really works. The real fix then isn't to fear food or abandon supplements. The real fix is to update your habits to match your biology. Adjust doses, not increase them. To choose slow-burning energy, not quick carbs. To build strength with consistent age-appropriate movement, not intensity. To eat for absorption, not just calories. Yeah, this is the new rule of longevity. What used to help can now harm, unless you adapt. That's the powerful shift. That's the wake-up call. And here's what makes it hopeful. You still have control. Your body may be older, but it's not broken. It's just waiting for the right kind of support. When you align your nutrition, movement, and supplementation with how your body functions today, not how it functioned decades ago, you start seeing results. Less stiffness in the morning, longer steps, faster recovery, and more energy, more freedom. The most dangerous lie isn't in a bottle or a box. It's the belief that aging means giving up control. But knowledge changes everything. Now you know, and now you can act. Final message: empowerment, not fear. If there's one thing to take away from this journey, it's this. Aging doesn't mean losing control. It means gaining wisdom. You now understand how your body after 60 responds differently to food, supplements, and lifestyle. You've seen how even the most well-intended habits can turn harmful when we forget to adjust for time. And more importantly, you've discovered how to pivot, how to rebuild strength, restore energy, and protect the independence that defines a fulfilling life. But this isn't about living in fear. It's not about tossing every supplement or giving up your favorite foods. It's about making informed, intentional choices that align with your current biology, not your younger selves. Your muscles aren't gone. They're waiting to be nourished the right way. Your joints aren't doomed. They're asking for less inflammation and better support. Your energy isn't lost. It's just been misdirected. Every step forward now is an act of strength. Every healthy adjustment is a quiet victory over pain, stiffness, or fatigue. You don't need extreme diets or miracle cures. You need clarity. And that's what this message has given you. So here's your next step. Take what you've learned and apply just one change this week. Maybe it's switching to a whole grain breakfast. Maybe it's cutting your supplement dose in half. Maybe it's walking 5 more minutes a day. Whatever it is, make it yours and make it matter. Because strength isn't something you have to chase. It's something you build day by day, meal by meal, choice by choice. And now you're equipped to build it smarter than ever before. You've got this.